Hello everyone, I'm Pablo, the host of the very first episode of Buildonline channel. Today we have the pleasure of hosting two key members of our team, Juan, our CTO, and Martin, one of our lead engineers. So we're going to talk about technology, staff augmentation, end-to-end development, and other things of the industry. But first I'd like to talk about more about you. So let's start with you, Martin. What's the main focus of tech lead in a company like ours?
The self-augmentation has two keys. I'm talking about specifically about this because it's my role, it's what I do day over day. So basically, my role has two parts in which you have two challenges. One is a technical challenge in which you have to get the people, to hire the people, and then try to envelop that people in order to be used to working at a technology perspective, as a development perspective on that company, that enterprise that is hiring us basically. And then whenever they are hired and they are working for that specific company, for that specific client, what I am working on is basically maintain that relationship. That is obviously getting well used to working with those clients, working with those leads, working with those projects, and that everything or everyone feels comfortable with working in that environment. So that's what I make right now. That's where I'm working right now.
Super
on a
clear.
general basis.
Super clear, thank you, Martin. And Juan, I would
Yeah.
like to ask you the same question. What's the main focus of your role, the CTO in a company?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Shalom, to be here with you guys. Continuing what Martin said, one of my goals in my job day by day is to prepare those developers, be able to select them, make a great process of onboarding, to prepare them to finally work on self-implementation with our different clients. So yeah, that's one of the goals of my job. On the other hand, I need to be aware of every new top trending in the industry, so that I can, try to put new things in our products, improve them, make them work in a different way, update dependencies. We can talk a little bit more in deep about those things, but at a glance, I would say that is part of my job. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your
Excellent.
question.
Excellent. Martin, I have a question for you. Staff augmentation is a very big topic today in the industry, and there's still a lot of companies that are not staff augmentation lovers or something like that. They are not very fan of the service. What do you think those companies get wrong about staff augmentation, and how do we approach it differently?
From the perspective of the company that offers that service, I think one of the key ideas that we have is what I talked about in the introduction, that is onboarding. It is a different and specific kind of onboarding for each people. So whenever you hire a developer, the US companies, or each company has an onboarding, an internal onboarding that may take 6 to 8 months. So what we do is get a person training or her in 1 or 2 months, maybe 1 month and a half. So get them used to that technology for that specific company, for that specific client and team, and then onboard him or her in that specific company. So the onboarding for that client or customer or company that is buying or getting that service, the onboarding of that part is 1 month, maybe less. So all the pricing that they need to afford, if they have to onboard another developer, an internal developer, goes from 6 to 8 months to almost 1. So that is a big thing, big idea that I think we are working perfectly in that part. And also, I am talking about this Buildonline company is a matter of performance, effectiveness, of how do we manage the things. I feel we are doing a really great job on the staff augmentation part because we go with the challenges that the company has, the foreign company has, and we try to be sure that the code we are making is great quality code, that it is made in record time, that is excellent for the extensions that they have, So yeah, I felt that that is both of the key points, the onboarding and the effectiveness once we are at the company and working specifically internally with that for team.
In addition to what Martin said, I would like to say that when we hire people to work for software implementation services, we try to find people with solid knowledge about the basics of programming. So yeah, I think that's key, because that is what will help you to build the knowledge that will prepare that person to work more effectively with the client.
So tech is evolving at a breakneck speed. What's one thing that excites you the most about the future of engineering, and one thing that's worries you the most?
We are going to be out of work sometime in the next
Do you think
20 years.
Yeah, do you really think? According to specialists, we are reaching to the moment where the AI will be over the human intelligence in 2014.
40.
40.
40. Okay.
2040. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really bad with numbers.
really bad. But do you guys really think that AI will, in a certain way, substitute our job as a developer?
I mean, our job is going to be the last one to be replaced, because I mean, all the engineers from time to time try to evolve into their knowledge. I mean, the engineering or the software developer knows that their life is studying, getting used to new technologies, getting used to new software, new frameworks. So that is part of our job. And maybe if the engineer has to evolve to start coding new AIs, it is going to be done. So we are going to be the ones coding those AIs.
Yes, but I think that imagine that you have a brand new product idea right here on the table, and you want to fail fast, and you need to start coding right away. You can use AI for coding.
Yeah.
But who is the one who will specify all the requirements for the product? There is where your knowledge as a developer with your experience will help you a lot to fail fast, develop fast. You know, we still need necessary a key part of that algorithm these days. And I think that will remain for the next couple 10 years, 15 years.
So you are saying that the developer is going to be like a more of a product manager role, specifying and also coding that part, getting the ChatGPT or whatever AI to work on that specific project, fail, validate the idea, and go over.
Yes, that's exactly.
That's a valid idea. Yeah, that's fine.
And how do you handle this, these trends right now? Are you using these technologies? Are you leveraging the, I don't know, Copilot, ChatGPT, and all those AI technologies? Or are you more in a conservative perspective, or?
I wasn't a lover of using these kinds of tools to help me coding in a day. But this was the day I started using Visual Copilot, and I need to be honest, it's amazing. It helps you
fall.
Yeah. But between Gemini and ChatGPT, I prefer Gemini for coding. I found that I was receiving more accurate solutions. And GPT I use for just text generation. I don't know if you share.
What about you, Martin?
Yeah, I mean,
it
depends on the issue. I haven't tried Gemini yet. Maybe I should try it. I use ChatGPT, but for like ideas on how to solve the problem, more than give me the code.
Yeah.
Because they give me the code or give me the solution for the issue. I am still using Stack Overflow, for example, because it is more accurate on some kind of easy issues. I use Copilot, I use ChatGPT, and I use Stack Overflow. I think it's part of the tools that we have as software developers, and it's weird right now to find some engineers that don't use at least one of those tools.
I would say that's it's a red flag. But
Not using the tools?
Not using the tools.
Yeah.
Of course.
I agree.
What I
Why?
think-
Why do you think it's a red flag? I mean, I hear a lot of people that
It's working
that say,
on-
you know, just as people tell you, like with a calculator, it says, no, you have to know how to do the math in your head or with pencil and paper. There's people who will tell you, no, they have to know the algorithms, they have to know the logic, they have to know how to, I don't know, all that thing.
Sorry, I think the question was for you, but both are important because
Yeah, it's an open question.
I mean, yeah, the one of the most interesting things that you learn over the time is how to think and how to think about a solution, how to approach a problem, how to split the problems into parts. And that is not something that ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever is going to tell you how to. So that's where you need algorithm, problem solving, getting used to feel those problems, feel the pain of going and not having that done or having a solution for something. So in that part, you need all of that knowledge. But then, whenever you have split the problem, know how to go over, know how to proceed to continue, then you can use the tools to make it faster, more effective, and and better.
But
in most of the cases.
How you change mind should start tackling the problems in the way. I mean, because right now, each new student preparing themselves in university, doing a career, how those people prepare themselves without using ChatGPT?
It's a process, for sure it's a process.
I mean,
You need a lot of things. I mean, there are things that the AI intelligence are not going to teach you how to. The algorithm, the splitting the problem, it is something that you have to learn by yourself. It is something, the way of thinking, the way of solving, is not something that ChatGPT is going to help you.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that. That the artificial intelligence will never teach you how to think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you go to a university or study books, because the way of thinking is not provided by an algorithm, or at least now, it will certainly can explain you how he or the algorithm got to the solution.
We don't know.
It got to the solution, but it will never think for you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have like this problem in the industry right now that very junior developers are struggling to get work because the things that they were supposed to do in the companies, I don't know, just fix bugs or very simple designs in the front or very simple structures and algorithms and all that.
I think that's not the problem. The problem is that one senior developer, with the help of an AI, can solve way much problems than one junior dev.
Yeah.
Which
I agree.
I think that's the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw a graphic like a month ago or so.
So the conclusion maybe will be that this technology didn't come to replace our jobs, but rather boost our jobs. And do you think that, for example, and going back to the company and the staff augmentation and the training process, that's an opportunity where we can leverage, for example, in the training process? Okay, we get the input of developers, of very junior developers, but with the training process, 1, 2, or 3 months, they get to a level, to a point that, okay, with the help of this technology, then they can make a difference in our company.
Yeah, there is where I put emphasis on the selection process, because you need to find a person, a developer, which has this solid basis knowledge about programming. You know, that is what is the difference, or what you try to find in the person that you interview, in order to be able to see that improvement in the short period.
And also the mindset.
Yeah, of course.
Really important to differentiate one developer from another is the mindset of trying to go forward, go through the problems, solve them by yourself, and then is what it makes the difference. Because with ChatGPT, we are all developers.
Okay.
Yes. But there's a point where where GPT, if you don't know how to explain the problem,
Yeah.
Chat GPT just start and Gemini they just start iterating.
I think
Over-
that's the key. I think that's the key
You need to know what to ask.
in the era of the exactly in the era of ChatGPT and all these AI technologies, I think that the focus of education or problem solving, I always personally thought about this like in this way, but I think that AI came to make it more clear that in this era of AI technology, the focus of problem solving must be on the question, on the problem, and not in the answer. Because the answer, if you know how to ask, then you have the algorithm that will give you the answers, but it will never give you the right answer if you never make the right question. So imagine you're stranded on the middle of the desert, on a desert island,
Okay.
with just
Let me start imagining that.
with just
Go ahead.
a laptop, an unlimited power supply, and Wi-Fi.
Okay.
What's the one piece of software you will build first?
In the middle of the desert. But I don't know.
Yeah, you're in the middle of on a desert island, unlimited power supply, unlimited Wi-Fi, and a laptop.
Piece of software. Should be.
Yeah, whatever you want to build.
I don't know. Something to help me
Maybe you think-
find the way back home,
Okay.
something with that. Try to connect.
How much do I have to stay in the island or in the desert?
I mean, you're alone
Alone.
and
I mean,
don't have food.
we have Wi-Fi from a computer. We of course have access to ChatGPT. I will just whatever comes to my mind, help me get away from this island.
Okay.
That's a good idea. That's a good point.
I mean, yeah, you could say, okay, how to get out of the island, but how you get out of the island? I mean, or maybe you prioritize the food, so you build something to
I
get
have
food.
no experience with those kind of situations, so I would just
This is where
start
you're-
asking ChatGPT.
Yeah,
just
I
that.
agree.
There's nothing I can do that. I don't have clients in the I can't make money.
You're the client.
You are the guy, for sure.
Okay, we're getting close to the end of the episode. It was a pleasure to host you guys in the show, and it was very entertaining and very interesting for me to know a bit more about you and your roles. Although we work together, but this environment is always good. So thank you, Juancho and Dincho, for sharing your time, your experience, and your knowledge. It was super interesting, and I hope we see us again, hopefully in future episodes.
That's for sure.